Okay, so I am gonna make a little video, just kind of documenting some of my progress on teaching myself how to TIG weld. I've had a few attempts, mostly failed attempts so far, to be quite honest, but but we are here to learn. So, just do a quick rundown of what I'm welding. So, this is some 4130 chromoly steel. It actually came with this black oxide coating on it, so I did my best to grind that off, but that's why it's like black. Usually chromoly is like chrome colored, you know. I've done some tacks on the backside just to kind of hold it together. I'm holding it down with this vise. Got a little welding table. This grounded to my TIG welder. I'm using the foot pedal. I've got my amperage set to about 120. Pre-flow about 0.7 seconds, and then my post-flow at 5 seconds. DC TIG welding. As far as filler rod, I have two different types. I'm trying this stainless filler rod, and I also have some general purpose carbon steel filler rod. I'm gonna try the stainless first, because I've heard that the stainless stuff works well with chromoly. But yeah, let's give it a shot. Oh, and I'm using a red tungsten electrode. Well, that did not seem to work. I don't think I heated up the metal enough. Try this again. There we go. Probably use a little bit more power there. Quite good in the angle that look at that. Get my tungsten. Right off the bat. Well, that did not go as planned, but it never does it? Let's take a close-up look. So, I got some decent coverage at the end, but down here looking pretty spotty. I'm gonna go back across that and see if I can just cover it up. All right. Yep, that seemed to work. I really didn't have to put down any filler because I boogered so much down on the first pass. It really helped to sort of like modulate the foot pedal as I went. That way I could like melt the puddle and then sort of guide it, and then if it started to freeze up I could melt it again, sort of like melt and advance. But anyways, I'd call that a weld. Okay, so this is the back side of the piece right here. Yesterday I actually came in here and laid down all this crap. I think I was going the wrong way in the sense that I was following the torch instead of following the filler rod. Yeah, that's what I was doing, and it was causing these little puddles. So basically I couldn't actually keep the filler rod melted. But then I watched some videos and I saw, no, you actually want to follow the filler rod. That way it goes from solid to liquid while it's in the heat, and then the heat passes and it cools. Yeah, anyway, so what I'm going to do is come back through here and try to clean up this weld just to, I guess, I don't know, pretend that we're finishing a part, even though this is just practice. All right, looks a lot better. Seem to have like a bit of glass right there. Not sure what that is. Anyways, I was able to kind of come through it, smooth it out, and yeah, more or less have a welded part. Sort of a simple joint, but you know, got both sides. Might actually see if I can come in here and try to fill this gap. That was one thing. I was doing a project where we were making a bike frame, and if my cuts weren't perfect, there'd be a large gap. And I've actually seen people fill bigger gaps than this, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to fill that, see if we can. So this one I'm definitely going to need to use a lot of filler rod, and what I'm going to try to do is just kind of go back and forth and try to kind of build up on both sides and hopefully stretch potential. Wow, look at that. What do you guys think? Look at that. Just made it so much worse. See, that's the problem. It's always a balance. You start to get a little confident, and then you have a little gap like this, and you just absolutely vaporize material. It's not the first time I've done that. So what I'm going to do is get some more filler rod. I'm going to try to build up a lip on the bottom side first, and then see if I can fill across that gap. Okay. First of all, it was not clamped. That's not good. It's not clamped. Can't weld it. Alright. Let's try that again. Better or worse? Don't know. You tell me. It's starting to look kind of crazy. But at least I was able to build up some material on this bottom side. But man, every time I touch this top side, it just wants to vaporize. I think it's because it's thinnest right here in the center. So I kind of have to go on a little bit lower power right here. Let's just keep on trucking. Oh. Well, that's no good. Shocked myself. See, I have a bad habit of doing that. Basically, when I get nervous, I pull back, which is the last thing you want to do, right? Because with TIG, you're flooding the electrode and the arc with argon gas to keep it from basically burning shit. So when you get scared and you pull back, it ruins what you're doing. But not being a welder, I haven't built up that reflex to stay in it. I want to pull back. Anyways, I wonder if anyone else has that same reaction. What is even happening here, boys? What the fuck is that? Oh man. Are you guys liking it? I don't know. Am I doing it right? I don't know. Get a massive filler rod now, and we're gonna finish this no matter how long it takes, unless I run out of gas. Well, oh, I'd call that success. I'm going to go ahead and nominate myself for my Weldershmidt Level 1 certification, and submit this as evidence of my Level 1 abilities. What do you think? Yeah, anyways. That was a fun little practice session. Honestly, this is more welding I've ever done than I've ever done combined in one sitting. So I'm excited to see some progress, especially on these side welds. Those ones are like, those will work. right? This is kind of just fucking around, really. I don't know. I really am just trying to like familiarize myself with this thing, but yeah, this side, not too bad. Anyways, peace.